All right, so we now finished our project. We have our takedown bow. Now for the string, I just kind of went ahead and did a basic paracord bowstring. It's not exactly tightest. It's drawing out about 50 pounds right now of pressure. But it is got a little bit slack in there because it is just a paracord. So if I was able to get that slack out, it'd probably bring the poundage up. But as far as from a homemade perspective, it's an old pair of skis. It's got new life now as a bow, and it can be used for hunting. And because it is a takedown bow, you can go ahead and disassemble it into 3 parts. You take the bolts off here. You got your ski part here. The 2 skis come down. You got your riser that comes down, and then you just fold up your string and put it in your bag. Now, an alternative that you can also do for the string instead of the paracord like I did is you can go onto our blog post online, use your Flemish jig that you made in module 3, and then go ahead and follow the blog online to make a Flemish string. And the Flemish string will go ahead and work for this. But I didn't want to deal with that, and I wanted to see just how well paracord would work for something like this. It did surprisingly well. The only thing I had to really do was make sure that my knock was a little bit bigger to go around the paracord. Some things that I had issues with when I was making this was cutting the actual skis. There's that steel metal bar that goes through the skis for added support. And when I was trying to jigsaw that, it just ate up my blades. My blades would go red hot and dull and spark. So when you're going through that, you're going to have a little issue trying to get that done. Now, if you don't use thick, heavy skis like I'm using, and you use like cross-country skis that are kind of flimsy and thin, one thing you're going to want to do over these is you're going to want to also do a backing, like we cover in module 4, I believe it is, where we go over backings. You're going to want to do like the fiberglass tape and do a couple layers of fiberglass tape on both the bottom and top of those cross-country skis because they're just a little too flimsy. They don't have a lot of power in them. These ones actually work very well. You'll notice in the video steps I did, the skis have cracking, and it looks like they're kind of old and weak. But the cracking is actually just veneer on the top of the actual ski that was cracking. So if you see an old pair of skis and you can get them real cheap and they've got some cracking in it and it's just that veneer on top, don't worry about that too much. As you can see, I just went ahead and painted mine all down, made it look nice. So let's go ahead and continue on with a few different mods, and then we'll get you on to your last project. And after that, you can take these all out and go ahead and test them.